Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Happy May 2nd. I hope you're doing well. Today's reflection is titled, It Bears Repeating. And it's the third inspired by our friend Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, and our second inspired by his wonderful book, The Little Prince. Our first Exupéry-inspired reflection was back on January 16th. That's titled Two Sides of a Coin. Our second was from February 23rd, and that's called Love Your Caterpillars. That one was inspired by a quote from The Little Prince as well, where the first was inspired by a quote from Exupéry's letters to Natalie Paley. So we won't have a detailed introduction today, but if you'd like to learn more about Exupéry and my love for his work, head back in time and check those episodes out. All right, here is the quote from The Little Prince that inspired today's reflection. And he went back to the fox. "Goodbye," he said. "Goodbye," said the fox. "Now, here is my secret. It is very simple. It is only with one's heart that one can see clearly. What is essential is invisible to the eye." What is essential is invisible to the eye, the Little Prince repeated, so as to be sure to remember. You may have heard that exchange, or maybe at least the last bit of the fox's line, what is essential is invisible to the eye, because it is beautiful and timeless and true, and worth hearing over and over again. Okay, here is my reflection. You can't take it with you. No one on their deathbed ever said, "I wish I had worked more hours." He who dies with the most toys still dies. There's a reason these aphorisms ring true and are often repeated. They all deal with the absurd value we place on the material, money, time spent making money, and stuff. And what is notably absent is the immaterial, those essential things we cannot see, but that we need just as much as food and shelter, love, friendship, and a sense of purpose. These are things that make life worth living, not the former. It might seem silly to dwell on this point, but by taking a look around at others and at yourself, you'll likely find it bears repeating. There is so much, too much, emphasis on the wrong stuff, on what it means to live a good life, on what it means to be successful. Too many people have suffered from the belief, instilled in them from a young age by parents, peers, television, or now social media, that money and shiny objects and status equal happiness. And there does not seem to be an end in sight. So indeed, it bears repeating. Start by looking inward and teaching yourself through questioning. What is essential to me? What, at the end of my life, will be my regrets? What essential immaterial things in my life, like love and friendship, have become eroded by the quest for the material? And once you have your answers, it will be time to do something about it. Never forget what matters most. The love in the air between partners, between parent and child, between friends, between you and our life-giving planet, the Earth. Never take for granted the time you have and learn to use it wisely. Work to live, do not live to work. Keep your eyes shut and your heart open, because next thing you know, you'll look up and it'll be time to say goodbye to the fox. And there ends today's reflection. So now it is time for your reflection question. in your journal, pile of napkins, or while you are looking out the window, write your thoughts down or just consider the following. What is essential to me? What at the end of my life will be my regrets? What essential immaterial things in my life, like love and friendship, have become eroded by the quest for the material? There you go. I pulled those questions directly from the reflection because they are good ones that we all should be asking ourselves often enough so that we don't forget what really matters. And that is it for today, May 2nd. I'll be back tomorrow, May 3rd, with another reflection. Have a good one. Take care.